Oh, it happens that fast, huh? Jesus. Oh, enable flash. There we go, baby. Now you can see me. What's up? Alright, so this video is probably gonna be really weird. And it's a live stream as well, so that's gonna be really awkward to go back and look at, but where to begin? By the way, if you hear my fan in the background, I'm so sorry, but like I'm fat, so I'm just kind of like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking suffer. But anyway, this is my like official, unofficial goodbye to NR. And there is a lot of reasons for it. However, you know what? There's two people watching, so whoever the two people are. By the way, I can see chat, so I can see chat on my phone. If it comes up, I'll read it. Whatever you want to do. But anyway, this is my official, unofficial like goodbye, and the reason for it is a lot. And I've tried so many different ways to record this video and be like, I tried so many ways to try to record it and be like, hey, so this is why I want to leave. This is why I'm doing whatever. This is the reason for all of this shit, you know. But I wanted this to be done this way. And I happened to be in bed, and I was like, dude, I gotta do this now, because it's time. But yeah, I wanted it to be as genuine as humanly possible for people to see it and hear me and understand and whatever. So if I ramble in this, I'm sorry, but it's been like I mean, this YouTube channel in specific has only been around for 7 years. I think I made it in 2012. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I made it in 2012. So how many ever years that is? It's only been around for a certain amount of time. But I've been making YouTube videos since like 2010 about NR. I've been involved with NR since about like 2009. So it's been a long time. I'm just I'm so sick and tired of doing shit with it. I honestly, at this point, I hate the game for a lot of different reasons. A lot of them have to do with the game itself, and then others I'll get into. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and do this off the top of my head, and you can take it however which way you want. I don't know if you've noticed, but when it comes to me, I try to be as legitimate as humanly possible. I try to be transparent as humanly possible, which a lot of YouTubers don't fucking do. So if you respect me, you know, I'm trying to give you the most legitimate answer that I possibly can. So here we go. The reason why I'm done is, number one, I got burnout on the game literally like 7 times. There's a lot of times where I just took humongous long breaks that nobody asked for. Nobody was super like thrilled that I was taking breaks in between doing a lot of things, but literally I was sitting here and I was putting in like 60 hours, 70 hours a fucking week trying to perfect an EXE or whatever the fuck I was trying to do with the game at the time. It was mostly the EXE work, which I feel like a lot of people appreciated, and a lot of people liked it, and that was awesome, and that was great. But I got so burnt out doing it because I don't know if people understand how much effort it takes to make NR2003 EXEs and how much effort it takes to not only to make the EXEs, but to go out of your way to try to find people who will help you test it and all that shit. It's a fucking nightmare, okay? It's really hard, it's really annoying, it's really frustrating, and I need to turn off this fucking flash for a minute. Sorry, dude. It's burning my eyes. Anyway, it's super frustrating to continue to do when you don't want to do it. It sucks. But I had a lot of fun doing it the times that, I had it and I was doing it. That one Busher fan, I feel you, bud. Sometimes it feels like a chore doing things on this game. Dead ass. and trust me, dude, like the times that I was doing it and playing it and having fun doing it and all that nonsense, I had a great time. It's just that time is completely past. Like, there are probably going to be times in the future where I'm going to, like, do it on my own just to have something neat and interesting and cool and fun. Just to do on my own time that doesn't require the most realistic aspect humanly possible that people... That's another reason why I want to stop doing it, is because of stupid motherfuckers who would be like, oh, if it's not realistic down to the number, then you're a fucking asshole. And yes, Mike, I will be doing grape drink. You know I fucking will. This isn't my... oh, God, I have to keep fucking with chat. No, Mike, I'm gonna race grape drink. But, this isn't like my goodbye to the fucking game entirely. I'm probably still gonna post shit about the game and be like, I'm doing a season of NR, a full 36 race season, and I might still, like, upload those videos and things like that, and I can have fun with the game doing it that way. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that in terms of content that you have seen previously with this game, I am fucking done, dog. And there are so many reasons. Number one, I got burnt out doing the EXE thing. You don't understand how much time and fucking effort it takes to try to make it work and and then not be really super appreciated for it, mostly from dummies that would scream and moan about this isn't realistic down to this specific engine torque number that I got from etc. team. And it's like, bitch, that wasn't the point of it. The point of it was just to keep the game fresh and continue going. What I looked for was straight line speed, and then I listened to driver interviews, and then I looked at how they drove on track, and I was like, I'm going to try to replicate that. And that's what I did. I think I did it pretty fucking well, too. But there were people that were screaming at me on Reddit for months, being like, oh, this number isn't right, oh, this number isn't right. And it's like, great, cool, dude. I don't care about that shit in specific because, number one, whoa, that shit just turned on by itself. Anyway, like, what was I saying? The code sucks. The game sucks, low-key. And then I've been having this conversation with people for weeks about it, which is basically like, well, yeah, the game was made in 2003. And it's like, no, there's basic options that you can't change. Like, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to it closely, but when you let off the gas in the game, you lose 30 miles an hour in 1.5 seconds. And it's like, they didn't add in a line that lets you change, like, engine deceleration. Like, how fast does the engine decelerate? Like, there's no line in there. Trust me, dude, me and multiple people, especially near the end, were going through all the lines within the physics editor, and we were like, what the fuck, man? Like, half of this shit is stupid, and half of it doesn't do anything like it's supposed to do. The code was incomplete. It was really, really hard to get what you wanted it to do. It literally took me, like, basically 2 years to get the tires to where I wanted them, but then they were still fucked up and broken because tire wear was just... It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, dude. Like, it drove me crazy. Why does that shit keep turning on and off? It just drove me crazy. So I'm done with it in that aspect, and I'm also done trying to be like this YouTube YouTuber. Like, let me just be really frank and honest, because this is gonna get me shit. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble. People are gonna get angry at me like they have before. But trust me, dude, I'm sitting here trying to be as honest as humanly possible. There are 6 people watching me at what? 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning for Easterns, you know? But like, dude, I'm trying to be as honest as possible. The last time I made a video like this, which was, I was live on YouTube on my phone, like I am this time, and I was talking about how the NASCAR YouTube community sucked, and I was like, the community stinks, it's not original, all the content is the same, I'm bored of it. I feel like when I make something, I try my best to make it original and make it different and make it exciting and make it about a topic that nobody discusses and thinks about. Whatever. And I was like, I thought my video was really good, I thought it was decent, I thought it was better than quite a few, or whatever. And I think it was Cody H Gaming, he was basically like, oh yeah, by the way, people don't like it when you're negative. And he was basically trying to say, like, he was like, I wish the best for you, I wish all this for you, I hope that this goes well, whatever, I hope that you find what you're trying to find, right? And I appreciated the sentiment, but I also fucking hated it. Because I was like, dude, I can't understand how people want me to be fake. Like, listen, dude, YouTubers, the shit that you see on YouTube, 98% of the people on YouTube are fake as fuck. Like, I'm gonna let it be known right now, in case you weren't aware, they're fake as shit. And the reason why I started thinking this way in specific was a conversation that I had with my sister that really, like, opened my eyes to how fucking weird and pre-programmed my brain had become in terms of YouTube and how it works and all that shit. We were basically talking about Shane Dawson, right? Gigantic YouTuber right now. He's blowing up more than he ever did way back when YouTube was small as shit and he was the #1 most subscribed person on the website, right? And we were basically having a discussion about, you know, what makes you, what makes a YouTuber more genuine was basically the topic. And the topic became, if you don't know anything about Shane Dawson, that's fine. I'll explain it as short and sweet and simple as I fucking can. So, Shane Dawson is a type of dude who, like, he grew up poor. He claims that he's still poor. All of this shit. He has a mansion now. He's like, I'm still poor. He walks around wearing old shirts with holes in them. Like, he tries to be, like, the working people. Like, he wants to be associated with that class of folk, right? And my sister was basically like, but look, gigantic mansion, dude has probably more money pouring out of his ass than you ever will, more than I ever will, whatever, and then YouTubers will make videos about how they got, you know, they got screwed out of $450, you know, like, from prior, like, companies that they work with, like, what are they called, like, MCNs, like, Full Screen and Machinima and those types of folks. Because Shane Dawson and his I guess it's its husband now, or his husband, sorry, I didn't mean to say its husband, don't shoot me, it was an accident. But basically they made a video where they were like, yeah, this MCN stole our money, whatever, and we're considering suing them to get this money because they're pieces of shit. And it's like, dude, $2,000 is nothing to you at this point. Like, even if you only make like $500,000 a year, $2,000 out of $500,000 a year is not shit. You're complaining about this shit while you're also, like, you're complaining about $2,000 to people that some people, it takes like 2 months to make $2,000. You know what I mean? And that's people that might be watching your content, and it just makes you look like an asshole. You know what I mean? It makes you look like a piece of shit. Because you're complaining about something that more than likely is not going to affect you in the long run. But if some normal ass person that watches your content gets screwed out of $2,000, that can ruin their fucking life for a hot minute. Like, if their workplace decided you're fucking fired, you know, like, some people would be screwed. You know what I mean? Basically, the long and the short of it is that I used to think that was not a problem. I didn't think about it in terms of, are they being assholes for doing that, or are they allowed to feel that way and post it on the internet and have this fucking thought, you know, whatever. And it made me realize that it's fucking weird. Like, it's weird that you make that much money and then you get on your YouTube channel and then you're like, well, this MCN screwed me out of $2,000. And it's like, bro, you're not going to miss that $2,000 because I guarantee you in 2 weeks when your fucking Google money racks in from the 4 videos you post a month, you're going to make $2,000 and now you're not a part of the MCN. So you're going to be getting $4,000 instead of just the 2. You know what I mean? You're not going to be doing the 50-50 split with them anymore. So you made the money back plus more. Like, you're fine. And it drives me crazy. Because I didn't used to think about it like that. I used to be like, well, they can feel that way, even though that's not a lot of money to them. I mean, it's still the principle of the thing, which is you should be able to get your money. And that's what I basically told her. And I was like, I don't care what people do with their money, all this shit. And I realized that I felt that way because I wanted to be that way, and I don't anymore. Where I really got sucked into the whole, like, if for whatever reason, if for some reason this YouTube channel would have gotten big for no fucking reason, I never really thought that it would have. It surpassed my expectations already. There's 7 people watching me at 9 in the morning scream about a fucking 15, 16, 17-year-old fucking video game. You know what I mean? And how I hate it. And how I don't want to do any of it any longer. You know what I mean? Like, it surpassed my expectations of finding viewers that, you know, are around to see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all of you being here, you know? But it just, you know, it just made me realize that I can't be a fake bitch. You know what I mean? I can't be fake about it. When I get upset, and I'm telling you my opinion, like the YouTube Sucks video. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. I'm sure it's a ramble fest. I haven't watched it back since the moment I posted it because it was something that I wanted to get off my brain and be like, hey, you know, this is what I feel, this is what I think right now at the moment. You know what I mean? You know, like, when I say the shit that I say, it is not to rile up people. You know what I mean? When I'm posting a video talking about things like this, it's not to make people upset. You know what I mean? The YouTube Sucks video was to address what I thought was pertinent, which is I think that the NASCAR YouTube community stinks. And I had an opinion, and I was like, well, I believe in it, so I'm going to post what I think. And I was like, I'm going to stream at fucking 4 in the morning and have my peace, you know? It wasn't to make people mad. It wasn't to throw in my viewers' face that I'm disgruntled. I made it known that I was disgruntled in the video and in the stream, and people were aware of it. They're not fucking dumb, you know? But it just was to make the point of this is my thoughts, and I'm not gonna be a prototypical YouTuber. I hate even calling myself that. It's disgusting, but I'm saying that I didn't want to be prototypical and then act like the norm. I wanted it to be, this is my opinion, listen to my opinion, this is what I think, and if you have a problem with it, I'm sorry, but it's my opinion. It's not to make you upset. You know what I mean? This is just what I think. And I feel like that's not really done on YouTube at all, and I feel like that's not done within our segment of the community which we reside in on fucking YouTube. I feel like a lot of people get away with a lot of stupid shit, and I think it's egregious. And it's not to shit on Cody H Gaming. Not here to do that, but I can't be fake. It's not. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. It makes me sick thinking about it. If I was going to be fake like that, and then just only post like positive things, like, wow, the NASCAR YouTube community is so great. Like, I'm not gonna do that, because I don't want to have open arms to me, because I'm saying something that would be towards the majority, when I don't fucking think that way, when I don't believe that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, if that's my legitimate thought. Okay? And that's another reason why I hate NR2003 at this point. Fucking hate it, dude. Like, the NR2003 community, in terms of YouTube, I turned it on that time. But in terms of the NR2003 community on YouTube, it's been cringy and obnoxious and weird for years. It's always been some sort of drama-filled bullshit. Like, when I made my video talking about track makers, and I was like, hey, dude, you should post your work because this is a dying game and there's no fucking reason. Even if you didn't finish the track, you should do it for the community, because the community deserves to have the content if it's a dying fucking game. Like, that came with criticism. And I was just like, what the fuck, man? My battery is also on 15 fucking %, dude. I'm screaming at 9 o'clock in the morning. I want to die. Anyway, yeah, that was met with criticism. By the way, I'm plugging in my phone. There it went. Crazy. Rotate device. Oh, God. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, dude. That came with criticism. It was super weird. I hated everything about it. I thought it was completely and totally ridiculous. And that's what I made the video for originally, which was basically like, oh, well, this is content that the community deserves, and that was met with severe fucking backlash that really the channel never recovered from, because I wanted to make it to where, people were able to get these certain tracks. So, like, hey, if you didn't finish... Hey, Smithston, if you didn't finish your version of Phoenix, then somebody who knows how to do it, if you release your pre-made shit, like your half-made shit, then somebody can go and finish it for you, and then post it, and then give you credit for also posting it. You know what I mean? I thought it was stupid. I also thought that you should have been able to make renditions of somebody else's tracks, because they didn't own the specific fucking track. They didn't own the rights to it. It's a facade. And that's how the community has always fucking worked, under this weird, like, facade ruling that was really fucking weird and obnoxious, and I never understood it. And I made a video basically being like, I'm sick of this shit. Let's further the community by, hey, if you have something that's half done, post it to the community, or allow people to edit your fucking work to further the community, because the game is fucking dying. Everybody's leaving. Why not just give people the right to do this shit under not false pretenses of putting a notepad in your fucking track being like, I own this content. No, you don't, you fucking boomer. Like, what are you talking about? You sound fucking dumb. I think you're stupid. I think that they're the fucking reasons that that game went into complete and total disarray because they were assholes to begin with. You know what I mean? And that's another fucking reason I left that fucking shit. And I don't plan on fucking being a part of it anymore unless it's something that I absolutely want to do. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm out of that fucking segment of it. And yeah, I once again, it really comes down to, at this point, not committing myself to something that I feel like I'm halfway out the door for. Not even halfway, like I'm fully out the door for this game. I'm tired of doing it. I can't believe I did it for as long as I did. And then I just kind of, led people around for a while thinking that something was going to be happening, and then it just kind of didn't end up happening ever again. And I feel bad for it. I feel really stupid about it, but it's just like when you get hit with the whole like I'm done shit, I don't know if it's ever going to happen to you in specific, but if there's ever something that you are really like 110% down for, and then you lose your want and desire for it, and then for whatever reason you had enough of a following that you started feeling terrible about leading people around and making them want and hope for more things to come from you. It makes you feel like shit when you don't give them that, which is why I'm making this, because this is me saying I'm not gonna give you that anymore. Like, this channel is mostly gonna become like my projects channel. Like, if it's something that I like and I believe in and that I want to post, that I put a lot of time and effort into, then I'm going to post it. And like I said, I'm not completely and totally and utterly done with the game. I'm just done with this channel mostly being that, and that's not going to be my content going forward in the future. It's not going to be my main content. I might still make like an NR video here and there. It depends on what it is. I'm never going to be doing physics editing again. I can guarantee you that. I'm done with that portion of it. Unless somehow, some way, iRacing releases the original NR code or something for us to be able to use it to keep the game alive. Maybe then I'll come back and start doing shit like that. But until then, the code is limited, the community sucks, and I hate YouTube. That's basically the point. So I'm gonna read chat one last time and just basically see what anybody said. That one Busher fan 37 said that everyone tries too hard to be the same. It's sad. Really how the world is turning if you think about it, which is fucking true as shit, dude. Seriously, everybody tries to be the same, and they try to do the whole like good vibes thing, and it makes me vomit. Because frankly, nobody's ever actually like always on the whole good vibe shit. You know what I mean? So, like, the fact that some YouTubers, like, portray that as their image makes me disgusted. And I hate it. I like when YouTubers come out and say, like, hey, I fucking hate this place. Or, hey, this fucking stinks and I'm tired of it and I wish I didn't have to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Because, frankly, that's how all of them think. They just won't say it because, number one, they have people still around watching their stuff committed, and number two, they don't want to lose viewers. And for me, really, if you end up leaving after this, fuck me, I guess, but I'll live. You know what I mean? I'll live. It sucks, but like, whatever. Swarm Runner. That's Alan. He said bye NR2003. On God, dude. See you fucking later, dude. Fucking. Fuck that game. Oh my God. What am I doing here? There we go. Had to grab my little pop socket there. Had to re-grab her and get her arranged. NROL said, bro, what? You can watch it back later if you're confused. The Area 51 raid didn't find NR2003 double file stars. Deadass. I had to rotate my phone because I hate the angle that I was at just now for a while. But yeah, dude. Until iRacing stops being cucks and gives us the original code that they apparently only use 1 to 2% of, I'm never going to do any of that shit again because the game is literally impossible to get how you want it to be. If they gave us the whole fucking code, then yeah, there would be a lot of things that we could adjust and continue to keep this game relevant and fix a lot of issues, by the way. Not only that, just having the modular ability that the game once previously had that made it like a legitimate reason not to switch to other sims and whatnot. That'd be cool. We're never going to get that, though, so it's pointless to even try to keep living on that pipe dream, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, I'm just, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired about a game that I used to love and want to do all the time and do all that shit for it. And then, number one, not feel super appreciated doing it. And then number two, you know, feeling pressured to have to be, I don't know, prototypical. You know what I mean? Never wanted to be that way. Never portrayed myself that way. Half of my YouTube channel was never that way anyway, so it's just like, why people thought that was going to be the case, and then have to come onto my fucking YouTube video and then comment some shit like, why don't you just be positive? Maybe your channel would do better. It's like, bitch, me being positive ain't gonna do shit for numbers. It has nothing to do with it. Maybe if you want to do that on your YouTube channel, you can go for it. But for me, it's not going to change shit because nobody cares about that kind of shit. Normal people don't give a shit about whether you're upset and mad and make a video about you being upset and mad. You know what I mean? So maybe he can go and do that on his channel. That's up to him, you know? But that's never been me, it never will be, and that's why I'm making this video, basically saying I'm fucking done doing this shit because I hate it. Will I come back every once in a while and do something? Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see until then, you know, whether I actually do end up, you know, doing something with that. But anyway, this has gone on for way too fucking long, so if anybody has any, like, closing questions, I guess, you can type them out and I'll fucking answer them or whatever, but depends on what you want to do. Like I said, I'm going to just go ahead and plug everything else because maybe somebody will show up, watch this video later, and then be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe I want to follow this dude somewhere else. You can follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/POWERMAGIKA. Power Magica. That's the Twitch name. You can follow me there. You can go support me on Patreon if that's what you want to do. I try not to hype that up with my voice and my face. As much as humanly possible, I just leave it in the description. If that's ever something that you want to do, you can do that. You can follow me on Twitter with the same things as Twitch. I think it's TTV Power Magica or whatever. You can follow me there. Otherwise, this channel is going to become like my project center, or it's going to have Twitch highlights because I'm having a lot more fun on Twitch. Literally making no fucking money, but